All right, so we have a new update now in Lost Ark for tomorrow, the March 15. It's actually a big one. It's all related, coming down for the artist. Probably the biggest spotlight for her is that we have a new support class finally. I think this class in general is just gonna be huge because of just how popular this class was, in Korea, for example, alongside the likes of Aeromancer. So this is a big one, and I just wanted to give my thoughts and sum it up. Really, I kind of have a mixed feelings about this one. It has some good parts, it has some bad parts. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a big patch. It has quite the scroll, to go down and just to sum it up really. But here we go. We have the March Art of War update, which arrives tomorrow. Downtime for the update will begin March 15th. It will last 4 hours, or that's not guaranteed ever, is it nowadays? But your PvP the skills to test. It's because Robin came out as a 96 player for 48 versus realm mode. Not sure how that's gonna look like. The PvP in this game I'm not particularly enjoy at all, but if it has good rewards, for example, I will definitely participate and just get my ass whooped, because that's just what happens. I suppose. I guess I would just get one shotted by like a LT, Lightning Tiger Strike, from like a striker or something, and yeah, or like a summoner that a Red Hawk. Support allies in creative ways with the new artist advanced class. Experience hosts of quality lives. They're always welcome. Updates and read through the comprehensive balance changes in this release. There's also a variety of impactful progression events, which includes Panika Power Pass and Hyper Express Plus event to quickly level up new characters. Find full list of quality of life improvements, events, cosmetics, balance changes, and others below. Yeah, it is quite so. Artist is the biggest one. I'm actually super excited for what's one to test her out, to hone her all the way up so I can obtain her relic until we jumped into clowns at level 2, and we'll after that grind Brelsheezy. So artist, third support class. I think the ratio is kind of off with how many DPS classes we have to support classes, but it is what it is. So she wields a brush. She's a support class. She has a magical brush and flowing ink. Can choose attack foes directly or summon holy beasts by painting them. Attack power is on the low side. She is capable of providing strong support of allies and rescuing them from peril. With her illusion powers, making her a welcome member to any party. Learn more. And yeah, you can check out in here. I mean, what engraving do you really know? Everyone's just gonna run support build because that's what expected when you run through Party Finder and whatnot. Everyone just loves support. Maybe it is skills that someone might be interested in. So the PvP stuff, absolutely not a fan in this game. It just feels like I don't know. I just do not find it satisfying. I mean, the whole Robin event, it just feels like 10 FPS simulator at some points because of how many players are gathered and everyone's using the skills, and you see all those skills because it's PvP oriented. So you have to see it, so you can avoid them and adjust. And it's too much sometimes. I do not enjoy. But I do it because I'm trying to reach rank level faction 9, so I get my selection card, legendary, so that is the reward I'm looking for. And obviously, it's also some of them are logged behind stuff like horizontal content. Like, for example, if you want to complete, you have to reach faction level 7 to get the cooking recipe. It was like schnapps or something, the drink. Also from a cocoa seed, so I kind of have to do it, and I don't enjoy this type of content. But I think the right is good, and I guess it's welcome, sure. So I don't know how is this gonna like. We'll see. Just gonna have to see and find out. I'm not gonna unleash any rebellion because I absolutely hate this con. I'm not good at it either, but Arkesia Grand Prix is coming back. This is the first, I think, event that we kind of had, and it was actually a very good one. I enjoyed this one. Yeah, it says it returns after its Western debut. So we played this one already. It's a fun one. It's very good. I think everyone is not. It's just on the overall fun one. It's probably plays out like in one of those Nintendo games. I don't know its name. Where you shoot a shell, you can drop like poo poo, and you can bomb people with that, I guess. So the skins, the Arc Pass Season 3 is coming out as well. 30 levels. We don't often release the pass. It just happens every then and then, I guess. You don't give it this often, comparatively. So yeah, and each level grants some wicked rewards. The regular pass is free and grants health rewards such as Fion, honing materials, a legendary card pack, and even a pet. You get a free pet. Wow, that's generous. But yeah, I suppose the skins they don't look good. They actually just look. I don't think I would even consider them mid. I think I would just consider them something below average. I do not like these. They have all great skins in their disposal, and they release these just to kind of throw them away. I'm just waiting for better ones. This is just a hard pass for me, or easy pass for me. Just absolutely not interested. I don't know what's going on. It looks like the blindfolds they have on their faces looks like they're floating. It's not even like, looks like it's actually close to the skin or face. It looks like literally looks like it's floating. I don't know if that's what is up with that. I mean, the mask on the guys look okay, I guess, but on the females it looks atrocious. The pets, what the hell is this? Is this Chromanium? Looks like one at least. Looks like Punica Fiend Chromanium Guardian boss, I guess. Yeah, did not care really. So, all players will have access to the Arc Pass. I was interested in more rewards, such as cosmetic and unchained relic for 2 premium ones, the premium and super premium. Each can layer rewards to a level impact. Premium Arc Pass, yeah, everyone knows this. Like if you're familiar with Arc Pass from previous to you, you know probably already how this works. Also, earn alongside the free rewards. Some example include Dark Priest Honing Material Selection Chest, Tier 3 Gem, and Dark Priest Warhorse Mount. Cool. On the top, regulars and premium rewards and super premium Arc Pass weaves in the Dark Priest skin collection, Dark Priest wallpaper, and legendary card pack through. Okay, premium pass is also for 1500. Super premium, all rewards, another Dark Priest skin for 3000. If you start off premium, you upgrade to super premium for additional 1500. Yeah, it's gonna be able. It's always be run for such a long time. Like you have so much time to finish the Arc Pass. It's just super easy. I don't think it's gonna be good value at all to buy the 3000 one because the skin is just not good. I absolutely dislike it. I think the best value for you would be, for me, would be the 1500 one. 100%. I mean, really, it's just 1500. It cannot be that bad. Progression events, Punica Power Pass. Yeah, it comes with the artist class. Obviously, most people will pick the Power Pass artist. I mean, it's the best value character for you. Since it's a support class, it's highly in demand. Why not do it? Just do it, If not, maybe you did more like a bard or a paladin. If you dislike the aesthetics of like if you dislike the aesthetics of artist and her weapon of choice, but I think it's completely fine. At the end of the day, I think a bard is a superior class and the best class in the game. I don't think artists can top that at all. So it's all up to player's choice at the end of the day. You might even choose a DPS. Who knows? HyperExpress Plus and engraving support. So this is something new now because there's an engraving support. This is not something we had in the West. Pairing well with Pinnacle Power Plus, players will be able to designate one character between item level 1340 and 1445 on the roster to participate in a HyperExpress Plus event. We will earn a honing materials. Yeah, we all know this. We select those. We get like every 15 item levels, we get a reward up to 1445, and that's when we finish. And that's when once we reach that eye level, designated one, we get the juiciest rewards, the premium rewards, I must say. And the 15 ones up to going is just, it's just to help you hone the character. And this is the biggest one. So once you reach 1445, you get gems. I guess that's going to be like the Reaper patch that came out. You get the 5 event level gems where you get free of charge to just keep rolling. It doesn't cost silver, which level 5 would cost 30,000 silver to reroll. It's not going to cost any because it's free. So imagine that's what it is. Engravings is the free ones, I guess. And a legendary card selection pack. That's actually huge. This is huge. Like if I finish up a Robin's level 9 faction, I would obtain another one. And from this one as well, it would be +2. And I already have 6, which would make it 8 total, which would be a huge progress towards my LOS 30 or anyone else who's working towards their LOS 30 progression, because that's when you just really unlock your potential potentially. As a new feature available with the HyperExpress Plus, the engraving support of them is choose 4 engravings, during the event. So until the event ends, I guess. So this is huge. Like at the end of the day, even nowadays, I think a lot of supports are just running just 4 engravings minimum. I think that's the most I've seen personally. Is that we have high levels. We are going 1500 plus, and you just mostly see 4 engravings, 5 level 5 gems, and this is gonna be just equivalent of that. I think this is perfect. I think you should probably milk this engraving choice as much as you can, because I think you can freely just change it. You're doing Chaos Dungeon, just change it. You can just change it, to DPS one. You can clear it faster. You're doing a Legion raid, so just switch to support. Switch to the class engraving, Awakening, Expert, and Heavy Armor, and you're good to go. You're raiding. How easy can it be for you to join a party or set up one? You're a support class. It's easy for you. You're highly in demand. High value profile is the support classes. Effective ingredient support will also show you correct. Okay. Story Express, clear story missions to level up a character from item level 1. I think this is like all the way from the start, I suppose, or something like that. I absolutely do not have any interest in such a sort of thing, but perhaps if you're starting all the way from scratch, this is something that probably enables you to do, I guess, as you will get various rewards. Crystalline ore is always nice, definitely, but is there anything else I see that's notable? Not really, to be honest, but there's also some key things. Skipped quests via Power Pass or Knowledge Transfer will not offer Story Express completion rewards. You can designate only one Story Express character per account. If you delete a Story Express character, even though I'll be able to designate another one. Okay. So yeah, not really interested. I mean, I've already cleared so many MSQs. I'm just, not really interested in any more. New player and returning player login bonuses. So yeah, login stuff, always welcome, I guess. And returning players, improve bonuses, engraving recipe, and comment to legendary. A variety honing, fiance legendary epic cards. These bonuses will be applied for new and returning players absent for 30 days plus. My goodness. So if you've been hospitalized, you can take advantage of this very much. So general and QUL quality of light updates, honing, and gold update. Okay, this is a big one. So I kind of have like mixed feelings on this one because I feel like this is too early for them to implement this system yet. Because so what we've done is if we nerfed the gold earning for like the Punica, Oreha, and Iris, the Abyssal Dungeon. You could, if you clear both, you could earn up to 2,100 gold, which is very nice for your item level like 1370, right? Up to like 1440, you could earn that gold. Number one is Argos Abyss Raid as well. You learn up to 2,700. Volton is normal, gets nerfed as well. Vicus Legion normal gets nerfed. Volton hard, which is the highest on this that's on the list, which was 4,500, gets nerfed as well to what, 3,000, right, in total. So yeah, this one is a tough pill to swallow because it's so some players will not suffer from it, some will. It will not affect most of the player base, but the player base that will affect mostly is players who have their main, for example, sitting at like 1445, for example, right? With the juiced engravings and like gems, for example. And the alts sitting at like eye levels 1430, 1415, and like 1400. Those type of eye levels, because that's when we'll feel the gold nerf the most, and that kind of can halt their progression towards engravings or gems or maybe honing. But the thing is, to make up for that, honing actually gets a discount. You get success rates increase, honing material discount, and leapstone material discount. So it kinda, in a sense, a way, kinda makes up for it, but so I guess it's not honing, but maybe gems, maybe engravings, probably engraving most, because you can naturally progress your gems if you're doing side content like siege events, chaos dungeons, and boss rushes. There's a lot of multiple sources you can get from gems. So engravings can get a massive halt, which is engravings is a big power increase, which is like a end game kind of thing. But players who have like established rosters, for example, like their main is sitting like, at the moment, the max that's the best value for it is for to park would probably be like 1520, because that's when you can do the whole Belshazzar raid of gate 1 through 6, right? And the chaos dungeon is also 1520. So that's like kind of I suppose the sweet spot, but that's not where most players will choose to stay. They will always hone higher and higher, because Belshazzar hard mode is literally around next patch, and to do her 1 through 6 gates for hard mode is 15, 16. I'm sure those who play the game long enough are all aware of this and will hone their characters as much as they can. The max item level you can obtain at the moment is 1590. So, and honing success chances is not as bad as it's, let's say, going from 21 plus to 22, which is, the rates are abysmal, and mats consumption is also just not great. So the players, like I said, the players who are like have a main setting at like 1520 or plus 1540 or something, and their alts are sitting at like 1500 to 1490, we're not gonna hurt this much, because we can have access to Clown, we have access to Vicus Hard, and we have access to Belshazzar, which is gate 1, 3, 2, and 3 and 4. But battle strategy of 1 to 2 is the most gold earned. You can earn up to 4,000 just from 2 gates alone. So the thing is why I think this is I think this was implemented way too early, in my opinion. I think because we have only 4 Legion raids, I think this would have been ideally timed if they released this when Akan came out. Then it would have made 100% more sense. I would not have like any issues with this, but it's just, you just kind of have to deal with it. You just kind of have to, like I said, those who have like a very established roster, it's not going to hurt them, but those who don't have like much time to play or play not many hours, this will hurt them the most in terms of like their gear and gold earning kind of progression. Where like weekly earned gold will go down. I calculated with my roster, for example, that I earn around 80,000 gold, raw gold, just from raids alone if I complete them. And this is not going to change because I can just easily, the mains that I do, for example, my bar, my Deathblade, who are like sitting at 1540 item levels. I used to do them on Volton because it makes sense. But Volton is easier to clear. It has no risk, for example, for jailing because the raid itself is somewhat easy and most people are comfortable with the raid like Volton, for example. So people choose to do him because it's almost like free gold at this point, because everyone is so juiced at this point. We do tons of damage. We all just have insane high level gems, engravings, Everyone is just basically just sitting at the hidden game, and this is just going to change it. People probably going to start moving their mains. They juiced 1,500 characters to clown, and you're going to see more clown parties. You're not going to see as many as hard Volton parties probably. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the whole Volton hard and jump to clown party, even though I kind of hate it because if you do pugs, you kind of have to jump on Discord on gate 2 because there's a maze and it just stalls. It just takes too long. And then it's gate 3, which is despair gate, and you can, once someone dies early on or in mid game, you have to restart the whole thing and go over again. And that's just kind of just annoying, and people don't do clown, for example, due to that, one of those reasons, just the pure difficulty of the raid and the whole gate 2 fiasco, I guess. But you can work around, for example, if you just type in a party chat like the colors and the shape, if the person has fast fingers and red, basically that. So yeah, I kind of have fixed meetings. I think this is too early. I don't think this should have come out just this early, but it is what it is. You kind of have to deal with this, I suppose. But newer players will hurt this the most in terms of like how much weekly raw gold they earn on their alts or main, for example. So, but yeah, the honing success rates and discounts and all that is great, is amazing. To 1445, it's perfect if you're raising artist or someone who you are hyper expressing. It's great. Max button to easily support materials. Oh, you can just press max. I guess if there's like a slider you have to just kind of just slide it. Now I guess that's just a max button. Honing complete screen to run faster. Cannot no longer transfer to lower grade gear. Okay, so. New player card set. I think this system definitely could use like quality of life. It just kind of looks outdated, to be honest, and there's just a lot of stuff. Like one improvement I wanted to like see was like the card set that you could favorite, for example, if you enhance like, let's say, for demon damage, and at the moment you can just like have to manually just scroll and look for it personally, and you cannot like, if there's a system to kind of favorite cards so that we saved, and once you go back to them, like for example if you run out card XP, for example, you can come back to it instantly and enhance them. So Here it is, card autosave. You can save cards from autosave features. 15 additional copies of card in inventory storage. Only additional copies will autosave. Improved notification settings. Can check which cards you've set notification for, cards in packs and inventory, item acquired notification, tooltips. Click on notification icon. Look, here you go. Cards that your favorites will automatically have notification turned on. This is just such a welcome, quality of life. Like, card system definitely could use some quality of life, 100%. So it's always welcome. That you can actually have, favorites have notifications turned on. Set up to 60 favorites. Book effect filter. Okay. Symbol will turn gold. Tab sorting. You can sort by name, equip, books, and enhance tabs. Of improvements. Speeding up. Equip tab, whenever cards inside will step highest. But yeah, definitely. Chaos Gate. I don't know. This is just minor. Like, really not that big of a deal. I thought this is just. I never had any sort of issues with Chaos Gate before. Other than just like being DC'd, having these bits. That's from my end, and obviously that consumes the entry, so you cannot entry anymore. But yeah, this is just. It's really not big of a deal, to be honest, with all of these. Arcturus Touch, I think this is something quite special. I don't know how really this works, but you can earn extra, not honing, but the material, for example, like the relic. So you can obtain relic, pieces, which is, really unlocks the character. So, for example, the Covetous Wings, and Demonic Beast Bone. These are the relic ones, which is, if you're doing artist, you want the earning ones, right? So this kind of just accelerates, because you can earn extra rewards twice the Legion. So you're gonna complete the relic set much faster, up to 5 times per character. Both the normal and extra rewards of the times are doubled. These rewards are on per gate basis, meaning you can earn 5 additional sets of rewards per gate per character. Big one. And UI is how many bonuses and rewards are available. Gear trading changes. This is regarding the Ares, Punicus, Abyssal, and Argos sets. It can be traded up to 3 times and be sold or purchased on a marketplace. Okay, I guess, sure. Procyon protection. This is impacts when new players, right? Which is what we receive less damage in the context, for example. If I guess if you haven't cleared it, but after clearing a high level difficulty, the lower difficulty count will also decrease. So this is new, just a buff, but Prokin's protection. You kind of receive less damage and whatnot. Prokin's compass, put how available rewards are counted. Yeah. Go ship. Boss monster. So go ship stuff. Brokens, yeah. Item exchange updates. This is I don't know, there's a new vendor, I guess, where you can exchange, this is, I'm gonna assume, the Punicus, Abyssal, and Argos blood. So I don't know what is up with that. I mean, can you not just, you can just literally just dismantle and get, do you have to now exchange for them? Is this gives you more? than usual. I'm not really sure about this one at all. I don't get this one. I don't know if it gives you more or less, but you can just literally dismantle them, and it gives you the leap stones, for the dismantling the those materials. Quests, they added a Shift G. This is something that people were just crying for. Shift, please implement Shift G, Shift G. I'm just tired of just spamming G. I honestly did not think that it was such a big deal. I thought, how is it such a big deal to just spam G? It cannot be that hard. What do you have, like weak fingers or something? Like I don't think it was such a big deal in my opinion, but I guess a welcome change. Yeah, sure, implement that because people were just crying for it. Stronghold updates. I honestly just do not do anything Stronghold related at this point. I don't really decorate it. I don't really particularly care for it. So, sure. Nothing really in particular. Skin effect bonus. Move effect. So basically when you're inspecting skins, you can have a move effect that you can just click. That's been added to the character profile stuff. So I guess when you press the letter P, skin virtues tab, you can turn the effect on and off from the right side of the slot. Okay, sure. It's like, sure, I guess the righty, why not, I guess. Don't see how it makes it like you're just gonna see your character move in a new skin. Move effect category added to the skin section of marketplace. Can change settings. Settings combat related. Show pet. Show move effect skin. You can see character's movement effect in previous skin from the shop's previous skin. Movement button. Skin chest for previous movements. Skin effect bonus. I guess it's just like footprints and whatnot, like below your character and whatnot. It's one of those. It's all skin related, I suppose. But I'm not sure like we have those at all. At least not yet, I don't think. Scheduled updates, co-op added to favorite time event category. So what would be improving the clock, proving grounds, fever time, siege PvP base entry, mercenary join request. Deleted some content scheduled categories but will no longer be shown. Okay. Sure. General updates and loot auction after clearing dungeon and content. A 5% fee was added on any amount spent over 100k gold. Example, if a 4-player raid, a loot auction item sells for 150k gold, a 5% fee will be imposed on 50k gold. Oh, this is an interesting one. For example, there's a 5% fee. What the hell? Actual inflation. Added new daily login. Sure. Lost Ark now only runs in DirectX 11. Sure. Season 2 PvP stuff. UI UX integrated. This is a big one. This is just huge. It just makes it so you don't have to run anymore to like a major city boss rush or a cube tower. So we can do that content. You just press escape, enter integrated dungeon, and you have the stuff there. Just welcome quality of life. Why not? We should introduce that new cube and boss rush dungeon that integrates both cube and boss rush. That would have been very nice, because who the hell has time, to do so much stuff, so much dailies, like doing cube and the boss rush. But it's not yet in the game, I guess. They'll still have them separate. That's unfortunately, but it is what it is. You don't have to do them, but allow 24-hour customization changes. That's fine, I guess. People can definitely take advantage of this, or should take advantage of it, as long as it's free. This is the first time I believe this gets introduced. I don't remember this being introduced. The only time I can think of is when they gave away 3 change tickets for appearance for free, basically. That's the only time. So this is new. Color codes, sure, added more into customization, file save slot. I thought this was strange because I thought 5 was just enough, but we're adding more. So I don't know how much. I'll be moving up to 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not being very specific because I guess I thought 5 was just, thought was plentiful but improved camera zoom. Yes, the zoom they're gonna improving so we can zoom on more panties more conveniently, I guess. MVP system, a new MVP category. Oh, so this is the supporter. This is something that's definitely welcome since I main supports, I guess. Damage contribution from a support class skill. Damage contribution, how much damage outdoing damage increase from your effects out of a team's total outgoing damage. Because nowadays it's just impossible to MVP a support. Like you cannot just MVP. Like if your party does not take damage because how familiar nowadays everyone is with a raid, they don't take damage, right? So the only way you can become MVP is if your team constantly takes damage and you just have to heal, prioritize healing over, doing damage buff, like let's say on Bard. That's when you only get MVP. Like let's say maybe it would increase your chance if you're doing like a prog raid, like a Khan or a Hard Brel. When she comes out, you can definitely get the MVP as a support for healing. But you cannot nowadays because no one takes damage because of how familiar they are with the mechanics and how over item level they are. They're just too beefy, So this is definitely a good one. MVPs now actually have a chance of gaining the MVP, trophy, I guess, or be on a main screen. I guess spec bards will love this. So shield for all, guardian, combat healer's ability healer, guardian and healer will be displayed differently. How much protection of healing compared to team's total will be displayed. You get incremental titles based on your level of contribution. The following will be added to calculation guardian. So this is reducing. Adjusted the method for selecting MVP to include new MVP categories and calculations. New medals has been added. Towering shield, zealous protector, cast shield on an ally with low HP. Okay, so this is just good. This is a very good update. As many contributions I can make. I think I don't know why it took so long to do the damage supporter contribution stat and then finally we're getting it from just skills alone. So we'll see if we're gonna actually pop off on like MVP screen. We will definitely 100% see. General Power Pass UI has changed to clearly delineate the event Power Pass purchase from once. The registered item levels we've seen respectively. Yeah, but this is just something that's kind of very interesting one. There's a limit daily as to how much you can register an item. I've seen this pop up and I'm like, bruh, what? Dismantle. I don't really use auto dismantle at all. Remove button to move all skins from Pelson to roster storage. This is all like, let's see. So this is just generally, I guess. Type in the quantity that you want to open at once. Up to 999 random chest packs will open faster. Try to open more chests and packs when you currently own. Notification will pop up. So you can add up to 11 desired gem effects when you roll gems. Select skip results confirmation if you want to see result for the right gem effect when you roll gems. Very good. You can select skip results confirmation if you want to see results for successfully quality upgrades. Oh, there you go. You can choose to ignore amulet destroyed message for skill tree transfer for 1 day. Huh? Then automatically delete mail after claiming a contained arm item. Mail stuff. Warning message to mail. You cannot return or recall after accepting item in the mail with multiple attachments. View extra reward improvement. You can now view extra reward in the entrance UI for abyssal dungeons, abyss rate and legion rates. Oh, get some dungeons you do not see. Use view extra reward and have a view rewards button on the top of the entrance UI. This is definitely something to check out. View reward can only be used in major cities, field, stronghold, open seas, and regular islands. Can be used until the weekly content reset. Huh. Character selection screen wallpaper improvements. Added background is now wallpaper settings. Why did this change? That just seems unnecessary. What is wrong with added background? Now wallpaper settings. Okay, let me added random wallpaper settings. Hide UI added the character selection screen. Alt. Oh, you can hide it now. The whole item level, your roster that you shows up. Oh, that's cool. Alt X or click hide UI button on the top right. You can screenshot after hiding. Press escape. Codex improvements, new filters. Yeah. Who the hell uses Codex? My goodness. I don't know. I did not use, I just used a guide when it came anything to finding, to be honest, how to, what to do. I never used really Codex at all. Party Finder for recruiting posts. Oh, this is, you can now sort by the number of people in a group. Must click search button after selecting a filter to apply. This fixes the issue of mismatched filters and search results. Private find party post option. Must type in the correct password when applying to participate in private find party posts. You do not need a password if you are invited by party raid leader. Party applicant list improvements. When an applicant cancels the request, a cancel notification will be displayed for 1 minute. Unless you click the confirm button, it will be deleted if you switch tabs. Fix issue of automatically accepting unexpected player to the party when the original applicant cancels their request. Online status UI. Guild will see you as a flying away to you. Well, as you want to be invisible, I guess. Your character's online status will apply to guild also, because if you stay offline for a long time, you may get kicked from your guild for being... Wait, what? What the hell is this? This is just added by default in the game itself. For long that you may get kicked from your guild for being... Not even a guild master has to kick it. The game itself is just gonna kick you from a guild. And how long? What is the period we're talking here? Huh? I don't know. 5 years maybe. Yeah. Okay. If your friend or guildmate whispers to you while you're offline away, you will be able to receive a message, but the sender will still get delivered fail message. Oh, okay. If your friend or guildmate sends you an invite while you're offline away, the sender and recipient will get the following message. Alert, failed message. You can set your online status from a character selection screen. Okay. It's definitely like more privacy stuff, I guess. If you just want to be seen as like, I'm not actually here, but I'm really here, just farming. You can now do that. Store. Baseball uniform, yay! Winter coat, New Year's wish, and a dark priest. Oh my goodness, look at these amazing skins. Oh, the mound, the wallpaper, the pets. These can be obtained outside of the arc pass with the exception of a wallpaper. So I literally could not care about these baseball stuff, man. Like, I live in Europe. We don't care about baseball, man. I know it's probably a thing in Korea, I suppose, and like places like America. I mean, I watch like Korean babes dancing, you know, and they get recorded with their nice fit bodies and stuff, you know. So I imagine this is legit. Like, I could not care for these skins. They don't. First of all, they don't look good. And I live in Europe, and I do not literally do not care for baseball. This does not affect me. I don't know. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know if anyone who lives in Europe. I'll be surprised if they buy this. This is just terrible. Yeah, not a big fan. I hate it. Winter coat for specialist, could not care. Look at that. Specialist New Year's, something they already had before. Could not care. Okay, this is something that's actually interests me. So, I guess the white one is something that's like kind of like implemented specifically for her. Like, you see it in like character selection screen when you. It's like she wears this exact outfit, and she gets even advertised with this outfit alone. So this is something that probably interests me the most. The yellow one is like kind of whatever, but the white one might actually interest me. So I guess this is not bad. The dark priest skin, judgment priest skin, simply just do not like it. The folds they wear on their faces, it looks like they're just floating. You can just, if you look at this more light-skinned woman, you can definitely 100% see it. I don't know, the guy looked like a bunch of Terminators. The skins, could not care. I mean, the sword looks cool, this one, I guess. What is this? Is this the artist weapon? Another same skin, just black themed, all black. Just looks terrible. It just looks dull, boring, plain, boring. Just, what is that? They can come up with KR just has such amazing skins, or have skins at their disposal they can release. We don't even have legendary skins, so our diversity is already on its all-time low when it comes to skins, you know. Yeah, you have more variety now. You're not gonna see like people wearing the same outfit, but yeah, I mean, the horse mount, I use gold interfering. These are not, if you wanna be gold interfering, these probably are your choice. They look kind of the same with the whole glowing eyes aesthetic or theme going for it. Purple equals good, right, guys? White one looks trash. Could not care for these horse mounts. Wallpaper, okay. I kind of dig the wallpaper, not gonna lie. I kind of dig it. It looks like a sacred, holy place or something for praying and whatnot. I can see people just like, you know, they have their heads down and like probably just like, oh. Cool names. Mounts, could not care. Class balance. Oh, balance patch for the classes. So there's some like classes that like have a genuinely like overhaul on them, you know. So I cannot go through them because there's classes that I just do not main and cannot explain and go more in detail. So like, for example, Berserker is having like a whole overhaul for his class. Gunlancer is having a overhaul, so big update for him. Paladin, it's just kind of mid one. Glaivier, small one. Deadeye, artillerist, sharpshooter. Sharpshooter is getting a massive overhaul as well to its identity class. I cannot really go more in detail because I don't play those classes. I do not main them. Machinist, kind of mid one. Gunslinger, I semi-main her, but it's not my main. Summoner, Arcana, Bard, I main Bard. She's getting like a PvE buff, mostly for her. I know Serenade of Salvated, it changed, cooldown changed to 1 second. It's changed to 1 second. Which is, so you can literally have unlimited heals now. We've also, like, used to be, you could not spam it. You can actually spam it as much as you want. So, like, it's like not really that big of a deal. So it's not a damage dealer that you have skill that increases to, to the skills, like in damage increase. Like, it's not gonna make a huge difference, but it's gonna make a difference in Chaos Dungeon clearing, for example. Except big skill increased it by 10%, so you're just gonna clear Chaos Dungeon faster. That's it. But you're a support class, so at the end of the day, you're S tier. You are gonna be high in demand. Everyone loves you. Yeah, Bard is the best class in the game. Sorceress, Deathblade. Deathblade is getting a synergy nerf and getting a class that I actually, or spec I play, Remaining Energy, gets above, which is very welcome. It goes up to, so attack movement speed and attack power 10, 12. Let's say before, after. So it goes like this. So this is the same, right? Attack movement speed, but what is increasing based on the orbs you have is this stat. It goes from 36% to 48%. When you after you use the surge and you get the buff, Shadow Hunter, Reaper, deleted skills, notable bug fixes, and that's it. Yeah. So that was the update. Yeah, it's kind of, I have mixed feelings about it, to be honest. I think overall, I rated like, I would rate this update like a 6 out of 10, to be honest. I do not think highly of it, but it's a big update nonetheless. It's a welcome change. Just gonna have to adapt to this and hope for the best, So yeah, that was just the TLDR, and that's just like my thoughts and opinions on it. And yeah, good luck in Arcadia for all you mains that main these classes, I guess.